welcome to this Wednesday, August the 9th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody!
Okay, yeah.
Smoody, that donkey hasn't been around in forever, and you're still calling it Hump Day.
It's always Hump Day. That camel, get it right, it's a camel.
Oh, what did I say, donkey?
Yeah, donkey.
Well,
We know a few donkeys.
the big donkey, that was Adam Dunn.
Yeah.
You ready? You ready to recap Raw, Smoody?
Yeah, from the big Toronto.
Hey. Oh yeah. It started off with Miz TV, Tony, and Miz was not happy. He wanted Jason Jordan out there right now. It looks like that's going to be the match for the Intercontinental title coming up at SummerSlam. But until then, Kurt Angle comes out and says, "You know what? You're not going to. We have a special guest for you." And who is it, Tony? And Paul Heyman. They come out, and pretty much Paul Heyman says, "What?"
Don't forget, it's Brock Lesnar's first appearance in that Intercontinental since he lost to Goldberg in Survivor Series in 25 seconds.
Really? That was in Toronto?
Yep, same building.
Smoody, that's why you're on this show.
There you go.
But anyway, Brock Lesnar and pretty much Paul Heyman said, we're going to do some, role-playing, which I think they were getting a little, I thought Paul Heyman, never mind. But anyway, it was going to be, all three men, Miz and the Miz Taraj, were all guys that are in the triple threat match.
See.
What's up?
See, you're getting frustrated too. Let me make it perfectly clear. Brock Lesnar took all three of Miz Taraj to Suplex City. He didn't take Maurice yet.
No, he's taking her to Space Mountain. Sheamus defeats Seth Rollins. Jason Jordan gets a win. Bayley comes out. She gets booed, Tony. Are people over her? Because I'm kind of over her. I've moved on. Has everyone else done the same?
No, it's Canadian crowd. They boo anybody.
They would boo American Bacon.
Yes, anybody that is from America, they boo because they're Bret Hart, the Canadian hero, and Vince McMahon, Shawn Michaels are not.
Sasha Banks gets a win in a triple threat match. She will advance on to next week's #1 contender match because now Bayley is out. She is gone. She's injured. She's out of the women's title match at SummerSlam.
That's another thing that needs to start get away from us.
What?
With this superstar shakeup coming up, Sasha Banks needs to get the hell out of Raw and go to SmackDown because her and Bayley, it's distant. It's like, I like Bayley. My friend Sasha Banks, oh my God, I've heard enough. It's like Triple H and Flair when they were together on Evolution. They just couldn't get along. Couldn't stay away from each other.
Gallows and Anderson get a win over Big Show and Enzo. Then we find out later on in the night, it's going to be Big Show versus Big Cass. And the match is going to be, and then Enzo is going to be in we're going to have another Shark Cage match.
It's the same thing what happened at the Royal Rumble in January.
But who was it? Chris Jericho was in the cage.
Yeah, and it ended up where
he got down, didn't he?
Yeah, Braun Strowman showed up at the ending.
Dean Ambrose went over Cesaro. Tony, are we going to get the Shield reunion?
No, we're going to get SummerSlam. Seth Rollins versus yeah.
I don't know. Are you sure they're not going to they're eventually going to get together and get a tag title run?
No, apparently what Dean Ambrose says, that's one time only. You screwed it up, and we're through. That's it. So I guarantee next week, Dean Ambrose is going to turn heel.
Tozawa defeats Daivari. Nia Jax gets a win. In her triple threat match, it'll be Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks. Winner goes on. Tony, prediction. Who do you got?
I'm going with Nia Jax. I heard Sasha, Alexa Bliss say she wants to face Nia Jax, so I want to see that happen.
Braun Strowman gets a win over Roman Reigns, last man standing, thanks to Samoa Joe. So that is Monday Night Raw. Tony, we have 1 week remaining. Where is Raw next week?
Boston, B-Town.
Oh, boy. Okay, folks, we're taking time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. On the state, Smoody, you probably know what this was. It was at Allstate Arena. What was it? Chris Jericho.
Oh, yeah, when Jericho debuted.
Were you there?
The body. No, I wasn't there. The body against told Triple H how he really feels.
How about that? Chris Jericho, 1999, Y2J, unbelievable.
Yeah, that was right after the end of, close to the end of WCW era.
Real quickly, I said in the last segment how Smoothie is like the human encyclopedia. I called him on Sunday because my sister wanted to know the last time, if Daniel Bryan and John Cena ever wrestled each other. Tony knew. I'm like, Tony knows this. So I called him. You knew. You are the human encyclopedia, Mr. Anthony William Smoothie IV.
Yes, and speaking of non-wrestling related, I would like to say our thoughts and prayers to former baseball player and manager Don Bailey, who died of cancer Monday night.
Thoughts and prayers go out to them. Of course, he was the former Cubs manager, former Rockies manager. I wasn't born yet when he had his playing career, but I heard he won an MVP in the 80s. So,
he did win a World Series with the Twins in '87. Congratulations.
Well, not congratulations, but you know what I mean. So best, and also a former Philly passed away also over the weekend. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but best.
And also,
what's up?
Non-football related, all you not Bear fans, but Jay Cutler signed with the Dolphins 1 year.
Okay, now there's nothing better to transition to is the getting off of that guy. Okay, let's preview Ring of Honor. Tony, it's a big one. 2 out of 3 falls. Christopher Daniels versus Cody. Who do you got going into this match? I haven't watched it yet. Usually I watch before we talk about it. I have not watched it. I plan on watching it, obviously, before we do Friday's show. Your thoughts? Who you got?
I go with Cody. I think these two are going to end up where the last. It's going to end up being the last day of the next pay-per-view.
So you think it's going to lead to a rematch between these two again?
I think it's going to happen where this time, I think Kazarian is going to turn his back on Daniels.
For real this time?
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, why would you hope something like that?
Well, it was supposed to happen in December, but when he ripped the Bullet Club shirt off, that really ruined it.
It did. Then of course you say so. I agree because I don't think they're going to give away a great match on free television. So I agree with you. I think we're going to see the rematch take place at whatever it is. Is it Death Before Dishonor? I believe in September. Whatever it is, I think we get the rematch there and we get one hell of a match. I think this is just going to be led to the Bullet Club interfering in this match to have Cody keep the title.
Yeah, and also it's going to lead up to will be after September or after the pay-per-view in September, and it will lead up to the 2 months or 3 months to Final Battle. That's going to be the biggest pay-per-view of the holiday season.
Unbelievable! And before you know it, we'll already be on the road to WrestleMania, our final WrestleMania.
In New Orleans.
Partying Bourbon Street. Tony, what have I told you 100 times already? We're not leaving Bourbon Street.
I'm going to be a babysitter all night long.
You're going to be my babysitter for 6 days. Tony's going to have to make sure Ryan stays out of jail.
And I think we're going to be partying with The Undertaker and everybody else.
Oh, I guarantee you we're going to run into at least one celebrity on Bourbon Street.
You know what we need to do for this last time?
What?
I think we gotta find it. I think we gotta buy tickets to that David Harrell party club with Kevin Nash. Get over there. And
I like it, Tony. I know. I like it. We're gonna get to the. But we gotta be a part of it. We gotta party it up with Dave Hero and Kevin Nash.
We gotta party. Well, you'll be halfway partying with Kevin Nash. I'll be dragging your ass out of the building.
Yeah, probably. Quickly, Tony, NXT's tonight as well. Your thoughts on what we got? Takeover. We got Rude and McIntyre. We got Asuka and Ember Moon. It looks like we're gonna have. The Authors of Pain going up against the Sanity. What else do you think we got coming up on Takeover Brooklyn?
Well, they got 6 matches.
Don't get choked up about it.
Brooklyn, but I just want to see the fight between Drew McIntyre and Bobby Roode. Where it ends in Brooklyn, somebody's going to walk out champion.
It's going to be a fun match. These two, I'm not sure if they met each other in TNA or not. I think they were in there together, weren't they?
I think they fought once when Bobby was good and Drew was bad.
We'll figure it out. Ring of Honor, you can watch on Fight TV. We'll have a recap of that on Friday. Also, NXT's tonight on the network. We'll have all that recap on Friday. We're taking time out when we come back. We're going to preview Impact. We have a new member of LAX. We talked about it on Monday. We'll talk about it more when we come back. Tony, I have never been more excited to wish this person a happy birthday because of her age.
Oh.
Alexa Bliss turns 26, which means she is only less than 2 months younger than me, which means if I ever see her, if I see her on Bourbon Street, I'm taking her to Space Mountain.
Oh, God, you'll be in jail, and I'll leave you there.
I am older than Alexa Bliss, your women's champion, which means...
Oh, you gotta fight her boyfriend that's on NXT, so good luck with that.
Oh, shit, she's married to one of the guys from, what was that team's name?
Mike and Murphy, yeah.
Ah, shoot. Tony, why do you always bring me down? Hey.
I told you she's from Ohio, too. She's from that miserable state, too.
I'd move to Ohio for Alexa Bliss.
Oh, you want to be a Cleveland Cavaliers fan? Welcome.
Hey, just because you live in a state, don't mean you're a fan of them.
Nah, you can be a Derrick Rose lovable wannabe.
He's in a...
I'm still suck anyway.
He's in... Wait, where did he go? No, he did go to Cleveland, didn't he?
He did. 1 year with Cleveland Cavaliers. He's going to join with LeBron James and everything.
What do you know? Okay, Tony, let's talk Impact. Bound for Glory is a little over August, September, October. 3 months away. We got a while before we hit that. But you got World Champion being Alberto El Patron, and your newest member of LAX is now Low Key. Where do you see Low Key going? Is he going to be in the main event picture? What is happening next between LAX and Alberto El Patron?
Well, like I said, LAX needs to, they got the tag team belts. They need to start picking up belts, because if they're going to be a dominant team, they got to start picking up more belts.
Does a company only get successful when they have a strong faction? Look at Ring of Honor and that. New Japan, they got the Bullet Club. WCW was built off the NWO. WWE had teams like DX and The Nation, Evolution and that. So does... And I mean, even you look at TNA back in the day, you had the Main Event Mafia, you had Karen Ang, or what was that group Eric Bischoff and them had with Hogan?
Oh, I can't remember the other.
Me either, but they had them. So and then Dixie Carter had her group. So I mean, you have a lot of. Do you need a faction for a company to be interesting?
Well, not these indies companies. They don't have no faction.
Well, I'm talking about the ones on TV.
But otherwise, these guys on TV, yeah, you gotta have something, because you gotta have a team leader. Now, Impact, they need something because they've been dropping like flies. Remember, Bobby Roode left, Eric Young left, Drew McIntyre left.
They all left for good reasons, though.
Yeah, they've all left. Sting left. Samoa Joe.
Guess who's since WWE don't want him, guess who looks like he might be going there?
Who?
He's from the 619.
Rey Mysterio, yeah.
Would that make you interested in watching Impact?
Not really. They need to start bringing some bigger talent. I like these old guys, like something different, because remember, you know,
they're bringing in. They do have a lot of young guys. It's a lot of AAA guys from Mexico.
Yeah, Orton's gonna be contract. He'll be coming up in a couple of years. He might jump to TNA. It's just something that needs to start.
It's getting better. Whichever they just had their first house shows over the weekend at baseball stadiums again. Jeff Jarrett's doing the right thing. They're on the right track.
Well, they need something to keep going, because James Storm's going to be leaving soon. He'll be going to WWE soon. So
no, he likes TNA because of the schedule. But anyway, finally, EC3's the grand champion. The new Impact Grand Champion. Your thoughts on is Moose gonna get a shot? Because Destination X is live on Pop TV, and a week from Thursday.
I don't think it's gonna be Moose again. I think.
Don't he get a rematch?
Drake. No, I think Eli Drake's gonna come back and.
I love me some Eli Drake. God, I hope he gets a world title run. I've been wanting that for years now.
We need that WF button every time.
God, we need to buy. I want to buy the shirt. I got to go on Impact Wrestling. Anyway, that is Impact is tomorrow night on Pop at 7. We'll have a recap of that on Friday. That's going to do it for us. Preview for Friday. We're going to recap SmackDown, 205 Live, Ring of Honor, NXT, plus Ringside Report moment number 29 as we count them down to the final 600. Should be exciting. I believe this is the one where the sign falls. So it's only a quick 5-second one. But I was frustrated, but the sign fell, and I just chugged right through it, Smooty.
Yeah, well, get ready for next Friday, because it's going to be a home dinger when I sweep the board.
Well, actually, we have a separate warm-up that'll air on next Sunday before SummerSlam. And also, we're out on the patio next week. Well, I am. You'll be in the comfort of your kitchen.
Yeah, you'll be enjoying the bugs out there, too. Good night, folks.
Okay, folks, that's it for this Wednesday. For the King of Controversy, I'm Ryan Young, saying thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.